Welcome to another exciting edition of stuff that's going into my basement, or storage, depending on how you look at it. As a tech person, you build up stuff over time, and it's spring now, and I've initiated my spring cleaning. I'm putting stuff into storage that I don't exactly need. A lot of stuff's getting thrown out. I just threw out 2 bags of various e-waste yesterday, and Let's see what I have here. This is a level 1 WAP004 pocket router. Now, you're saying to yourself, why would I need one of these? It wasn't that many years ago that, hotels didn't have, Wi-Fi. It was sometimes wired internet only. Or, there are times that even today you go to a location that it might have secured wireless you can't use, but there's a network jack. You can create a little basically what's now a hotspot. And there was a time before droids, you could create a hotspot extremely easily with your droid phone. I got one of these because I, at times, need to create a little wireless network. The flaw with this is, technology has outpaced it. It couldn't do WPA2 encryption, so that kind of reduced its usefulness. I ended up buying another one. I got this at a really good price. I only paid $20 at a Newegg special. I got a replacement for it that could do wireless N for the same price, and so this actually did not see that much service, and unfortunately it's really not all that useful. Now, the next thing here is this is a Creative XMod USB sound device. It's supposed to boost your sound. I use it on a laptop, and honestly, it didn't do that good. It really didn't add anything. I don't have a lot more to add. It's just something that's going into my basement. Now, this last one here had all kinds of good reviews, and honestly, I didn't find that it works so well. This is a Logitech Z305 clip-on USB laptop speaker. Now, the problem I ran into, I thought this would really help my sound, and it actually didn't. If you have a laptop, a really, really cheap laptop with really bad speakers, this product would probably be really great for you, because you just clip it on and plug into USB and it will boost your sound. I found the speakers on my laptop were more powerful than this. So, unfortunately, this is the most expensive item that I spent. I spent $35 on this, and honestly, it didn't really meet my expectations, sadly. So, let's move on to the next pile of material. Now, how about a really long video cable? I picked this up thinking it'd be useful along the way, and honestly, it really hasn't. Moving on, I have finally made the decision, moving into storage, my IDE hard drives. I finally ran out of computers that could possibly use IDE, because I'm recycling any that do. So I'll hold on to these, and just in case that it's needed, I'll have them. I don't think it will be, though. So, moving on, how about IDE DVD burner? This is a really good DVD burner. It's actually a Samsung, and it gave really good service. It was my parents' computer for a while, till I replaced it with a SATA one I previously had. It was a good quality product, and it held out longer than some of my other CD or DVD burners. And it's a shame I just really right now don't have a particular use for it, so it will go down into the box. How about a Sunbeam fan controller? This was in my previous computer, my previous backup computer, and actually it was a really good product. Now, people are like, Sunbeam, what? And it did a good job at what it needed to do, and I wish I had a use for it. I don't. These knobs turn bright blue, or when you turned them down, they went back to turning off. And it's sadly just another part that's going into storage that I just don't have a use for right now. DDR2 or regular DDR RAM. Again, I've literally phased out all the computers in my house, and I'm throwing out any of the old ones that could use DDR RAM. That's sad. I mean, I got a lot of DDR RAM floating around. I know relatives' computers use it, so that stuff will probably end up in some of my relatives' computers. Finally, we have a Linksky card reader. This was actually a really good card reader. Had it in my old backup computer. There's one key problem, though. This one needs drivers, and there's no Windows 7 drivers. So it's completely worthless. Because I'm down to one computer with XP, and that's my laptop, and that will eventually be replaced, so unfortunately this part really kind of failed in the long run. Oh my god, look at this pile. There's some other stuff going down to the storage. Let's see, what do we got here? We got power cables. Yeah, got a collection of those downstairs. That's not even a question. Look at all these IDE cables. Yep. I had some, I saved them up over time. It just got a pile of them. Hey, why don't we throw rounded IDE cables and looks like we got a floppy cable sitting there. And a whole bunch of rounded IDE. What is this? I honestly have no clue what that adapter even is. I mean, yikes. Let's see, a bunch of keyboard adapters, mouse adapters, and is that a serial adapter plugged into a PS2 adapter so it could use USB? Yes, it is. I know. And we got ourselves a few PCI cards here. We got a sound card. Below that is some PC FireWire cards. I can't find any use for them. And, you know, a bunch of old 10100 network cards that honestly aren't that particularly useful, and there's no need to keep them up in my storage boxes up here. But let's not forget the old vintage Apple mouse pads. Yeah, I got a few of these floating here. Yeah, vintage Apple mouse pads. Gotta love them. Don't know where I got them, but I have them. They're going down to the storage, absolutely. Thanks for watching.